apologise for the quality of the video. It's just after 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's put the light back on. Car light. I'm in my car. And I'm going for Comet Neowise. The sky looks fantastic. It's really clear. I looked at the Met Office weather report and it says it's going to be clear. That doesn't mean it's going to stay clear. I'm feeling really nervous and anxious about this because I really want to get the Comet. The problem is I'm in Leicester and it's in a lockdown. And whilst I'm only travelling locally, I don't want the police to pull me over or have any weird drama. I just want to be able to get out and take the shot. In terms of equipment, I'm taking my Sony a7 III, the 24-105 f4. I know it's an f4, but it's the widest lens I've got for the full frame. And I've used f4 lenses before for Astro on my old Canon 60 and it was fine. I'm taking the 90mm f2.8 macro, which is a good all-round lens. And I'm taking the 70-300 because I hear 300mm lens is really good for this Comet. So I'm going to drive down. Hopefully the police won't stop me or something weird won't happen. Get to the destination and set up. I want to get a few shots in before the sun rises anyway. So there's a few monuments down there which are quite interesting at night, and I'll see if I can get some interesting astro art shots from those. Okay, so let's get going. When you see me again, hopefully it won't be after the police have nailed me for something, or let's just hope. Even hopelessness has got hope in it. Catch you later. And I'm off. Don't forget to like, subscribe, love, hate, share, hit the bell notification, whatever it is you want to do, but please do something. So off I go down the road, and I'm feeling fairly optimistic, though a little bit afraid about what might happen. And then I see in my rear view mirror that I've picked up a bogey, and it appears to be going in the same direction as me. Actually, it's going in the same direction as me, and it looks suspiciously like a police vehicle. In fact, it is a police vehicle and it's right behind me. So now I'm thinking to myself, am I going to get pulled over and am I going to be told that I can't go out? I honestly don't know what the rules are, although I have looked, but it's a bit confusing. It is a police van. But here's the thing, before anybody has a go at me for being a plague spreader or not taking COVID-19 seriously, I do. I'm going out to the middle of a park, which is 4.7 miles away from where I live, so it's really close, about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not going to be near hardly anybody at all. Social distancing will be maintained. So please, everybody just chillax. So off I go. And now you see, the thing is, I'm driving through a small town and I pick up another bogey. And just like the last one, I'm really starting to kind of stress out again. It's moving slowly. It's moving in the same direction I'm moving in. And I'm more afraid but I won't be able to take pictures of the Comet. Probably sounds crazy, but I really want to get this Comet. And I've purposefully stopped looking at social media because I don't want to see pictures of it. I don't want to be inspired by somebody else. I just want to do this fresh. Anyway, it looks like the car has stopped and it's moving away into the distance, and I've got the open road ahead of me. The thing is, as I'm moving towards the park, I get lost and I can't find the entrance in the dark. It's been ages since I've driven in the dark, and now I'm starting to think, oh, I'm actually going to get there. And then as I'm going along, I come across something which was really awful, and it's just this poor badger. It's clearly been hit by a car. I won't show you any more about it in terms of details, but it's blood coming out of its mouth, crushed paw, it's hobbling around, it's in terror. It's in a terrible state, and it's just plain awful, and it really does put chills into me, to be honest with you. Anyway, so first off, I'm gutted about that poor badger. I just didn't know what to. That was awful. I thought about sorry about the poor lighting and everything, but I'm using my phone right now. See where the path is. I'm in the middle of, you could say, nowhere. I did think about finishing it off with my car, but then I thought, what if I just caused it more damage, made it suffering worse? There's no animal welfare place I could call. I'd be on the phone waiting for half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. and I can't stop on that road. I just can't, it's too dangerous. So all I could do was pray, but it has a pray to God, but it has a fast and easy passing, really. So I know it's a bit of a dodgy one for this video, but you know, it was just pure awful. So as far as the actual park goes, at this point I'm around about here, but I want to get to here, and it's a good distance. I'd say it's a good mile of walking, which is basically uphill. So along the way I take a few shots of the comet. Admittedly they're a little bit rushed, or at least this one is anyway. ISO is 3200 on the last image. This one's a little bit more considered. So one thing I would say is it's really starry out tonight, and so I keep putting the light off it so I can see where I'm going, because it's just pitch black. You can't see nothing on the back. It's just pitch black out there, and the stars are just lovely. The moon is out, it's half moon. You can see it behind me. So I just need to get into Bradgate Park now. Now there's red deers there. It's not rutting season yet, but red deers can grow to about half a ton, and they can be very aggressive, the males especially the 14 pointers. That's 14 sharp antlers, and they do kill people if you're not careful, and they just run free in this park. So here's the thing, I don't want to walk through too much of the park. I just want to get to where I want to go, which is a hill with a monument on top that looks like an upside down beer mug, pint glass, whatever, and set up there for the comet to rise. Hopefully the cloud won't come in, and get some good shots of it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so now I can actually record, because I can see, because my torch pretty much died on me, and I thought I had all the batteries in there that I should have had, and I didn't, and what the hell. Met a nice bloke anyway. He let me do some portrait shots of him looking over from a sundial just down there. I got the comet. Unfortunately I couldn't do any filming of me taking pictures of the comet because I had no light. But I will put the pictures up, and I'll put up my settings as well. I was really lucky because the weather's been fantastic. The wind is it's just a gentle breeze. I had no issues with a tripod. It's just been a really nice morning. I'm knackered, wearing the wrong shoes again. Wearing these shoes, look at that. The wrong shoes. And I actually bought my boots along as well, and I just forgot to put them on. I was so excited to get out and find the comet. Look at the comet. On the way out, actually, along the road just down there, I saw the comet around about 2:30 in the morning against a pitch black sky, and I got some shots in. They're coming up, and I took those shots because I thought, you know what, if the clouds come rolling in, I'm not going to get a chance, and I've come all the way out here for nothing. But yeah, I got the shots, and I got some shots with a sundial. Shots coming up, settings coming up, and just a few shots against the rising sun with the various hues in the sky, and I think they'll look okay. It's difficult to tell until I get back home and look on the computer, but it's a really nice look at that sunrise there. Look. Yeah, I call that a needle. That's a monument, a war monument. But yeah, it's a really nice morning. Didn't get done by the police. Didn't get captured. A few bogies on my tail. That poor badger incident, that was awful. But yeah, it's a lovely morning. I go back and have a nice double cappuccino. But I used all my lenses, so I used the f2.8 macro, I used the 24-105 a lot, and I used the 70-300 quite a lot as well. And the 70-300, to be honest with you, gave really good, well, it looks like it's giving me really good results anyway on the back of the screen. But like I say, I've got to get back on the computer and see how it goes. But there's lots of deer around. I'd love to get a shot of a deer with a sunrise. I've done it in the past. Can I do it again? I don't know. I'm just so tired. Yeah, so I've got a few shots of the comet with some foreground detail as well. So I'll give you an idea of what this place is like. Okay, look at that. That's all volcanic rock. It's 4 billion year old volcanic rock. You just don't want to fall off. It's sharp as hell. Because this is basically an extinct volcano. This is the top of an extinct volcano, 4 billion year old volcano. It's really nice. It's a great place to come and take pictures, especially with the wild deers. And down there you've got the old estate. Let's just zoom in a bit more. Yeah, we can probably just about see it in the distance. So that's Lady Jane Grey's old residence. Yeah, so I've kind of run out of options now. I know the sun's rising, and you're probably saying, why aren't you getting more in? Maybe I will. I'll try and get this rock formation and see what that looks like. Picture coming up. So I'm really liking this shot, or perspective shot. Check that out. So I'm going to zoom in to those distant sort of plumes of fog and whatever in the far distance, and I'm going to go to about 105mm on my 24-105 to compress the background and the foreground together. Let's just see how this one looks. Right, so it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning, about 5:20. Doing a time lapse of this scene here with the sun, and there's all that mist behind. And so I'll do a 14-minute time lapse, 300 shots. See how that looks. Hopefully, with all that mist, it's going to look really nice. So I've kind of zoomed in on the rocks as well, just to give it that compression look, which I really like. Yeah, beautiful sunrise. Still pretty cut up about that poor badger. Poor thing probably won't get to see this sunrise. And it's made me realise, or think a little bit more about life, about what's important. And any moment, any of us could just be gone. Anything could happen to any of us. And to see another soul in its death throes like that has really got me thinking. Makes you think about your own mortality, obviously, but also it puts the world in a little bit more context, because it's this beautiful morning, I'm alive to see it, and obviously some people won't be. I know that sounds really sort of grim, but I guess the point I'm trying to make is live while you can. Get out there, do something. Right now I could be in bed, I could be asleep, I could be dreaming. Wake up, watch the news, have a cup of coffee, have some breakfast, lull around, But I'm here, watching the sunrise, listening to the birds seeing the mist rolling off the fields, and it's beautiful. You know, I've seen a comet and that's been really amazing. But at the same time, what's happened tonight has put everything in more of a perspective. It's got me thinking a little bit more. It's got me feeling a little bit more. Realise just how precious every moment is. Not to go out there and waste it. It really is important to go out there and do something interesting. Be good to those around you for the hard times yet to come. Yeah, have a little bit more of my view. So now I'm trekking back. Still got my camera on me. Always have your camera on you switched on, just in case you come across something interesting. You just don't want to be fumbling in your bag when something interesting happens, which is about to happen to me right now. So as I'm going along here, I come across a red stag, and my goodness, it's only a juvenile. But I've got a lovely rim light behind it. It's just a few feet away from me. I couldn't have asked for a better shot. I couldn't have snuck up on a deer and asked for a better shot than this. Beautiful deer. In fact, there's three, as you can see, going off into the distance, several more behind this one. Really happy with this. So all in all, it's been a fantastic night. I've seen the comet, I've had a wonderful morning, I've met an interesting chap, Alex, who let me pose for him and he posed for me to get a few shots in. Now I'm going home really tired, and it's been, I'd say, a spiritual experience. It's been really nice. I'm glad you come along for the ride anyway, and stick around for the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, it will help me out on the new channel. And see you later, and be careful out there.